Because you guys are like second or third or whatever in the country preventing big plays. What's gone into that? I mean, it seems like teams are having a hard time getting down the field.
It's kind of an easy concept, I guess. Coach Hope, or Coach Hope, Coach Madison, Coach Mallory, they all just kind of emphasize it more than you think. Is just don't give up big plays. That's one of the things that Coach Madison first said to me when I got here was, don't get beat deep and keep the ball inside and in front. And that's all we want from our safety. So okay, I can probably do that. And for the most part, I think the defensive backs have done a pretty good job of that.
Are there drills that you guys do that emphasize that?
Every play. There's none that really sticks out, but I think it's every play you kind of work on what we call cupping the football, and you have the safeties over the top and the corners on the outside, and just making sure the ball doesn't get outside or behind the defense.
Handling Martinez, you guys seem to do that better than most people did last year. Was there something that you guys saw that you were able to handle, and now does he look different this year than
He's definitely an improved quarterback. I think that he's really improved his throwing motion, and he's tough at home. He's very tough at home. I don't think he's thrown an interception at home, so we're going to have our hands full with him. He's an older guy now. He's seen a lot. He's seen this defense, but as we've seen that offense, so I think that he's a guy that's going to be comfortable at home at night. It's going to be a fun environment, but we're going to have our hands full.
It seems like they have a bunch of receivers that they go to. Obviously, Bell is their number one target, but it seems like they spread it around just kind of like your offense does as well. Is there some similarity there that you can?
There's a lot of parallels between the two offenses. I think that, both run the spread, both like to run a lot of that jet read, and similar plays, and they live and die off some big plays. I think that, like we've talked about before, if the defensive backs can keep the ball cupped and keep it inside and in front, we'll be all right. But it's much easier said than done. They've got some explosive players. They've got guys like Bell, like you said, Burkhead, Abdullah. They've got some playmakers, and we're going to have to try and contain them.
Do you guys watch film from last year's game, or do you focus more on recent games in Nebraska?
We'll focus on recent games, but we'll also focus on last year's game too. We always do that.
Was there something unique that day? Because it seemed like that looking back, that you guys did that they hadn't been done to the most of that year.
I think we just executed the game plan well. I think that's all you can really say about that. I think that we played hard and we executed the game plan.
Coach Madison talked about getting you guys to play the signals in a little earlier, so you guys can kind of digest what you have to do, what your assignments are, and then look at the offense and maybe, see some things. Was that an issue earlier in the year? And it's getting better over time? Or?
No, I don't think it was. I don't think it was ever really an issue, but I think that's one of the things that Coach Madison's always done really well is get us to play, and then we can digest it, go through our responsibilities, and then see how the offense lines up, and we can make our adjustments based off of that. But I don't think that we've ever necessarily had a problem with that. Maybe against Air Force because they were that up-tempo team, but for the most part we've done a pretty solid job with it.